If you woke up from a coma 5 years after a yacht explosion, what's the first thing you're doing? Hey guys, JovanPlaysGames here with another review. In this review I'll be talking about Saints Row 2, a game that came out during October of 2008. The developers of this game, Volition, made Red Faction and the Punisher game for the PS2. They also made a survival horror game called Insane, which was to be released in 2013. Your guy is fully customizable. From the beginning of the game, you make your character however you want.
Way to go. It's a pleasure to meet you. Keep up the good work.
You can pick whatever you want to wear, customize whatever you want to wear, your loadout, your house, your hideout, your gang hideout, the gang itself, your cars. Need I go on? It's fun as hell. I played it as a kid, I play it now, deal with it. You can go into a music store and buy music. You can sort all of that music into your own radio station. You can listen to that radio station in any car.
Oh, I like this station. I'm not gonna forget.
Sleep full of villains and creeps. That's where I learned to do my hustle. Had to scuffle with free.
Come on, the soundtrack is great. I highly recommend it. Their selection of metal, reggae, and hip-hop are all phenomenal. They even got Edvard Grieg in this game. Hours, days, weeks, years have been clocked into this game for me. I wanted to review it for a long time, and here I go. This game rocks. I don't even know where to begin. First of all, it's hilarious and doesn't take itself very seriously.
Oh, you dumb bastard.
God might have mercy.
It comes off very video gamey, and I can always appreciate that. With so many realistic games coming out, it's nice to come back to a game that can be dumb fun with no shame whatsoever. As I mentioned before, your guy is fully customizable. Your outward appearance to your fighting style and how you greet people.
Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work.
There aren't many clothing options, but the ones they give you are also fully customizable, so you'll always be able to get your fit just right.
Fine when you're not really fine.
You can customize your crib too. Not many uses for it besides a style bonus, but it's a nice touch. There's also a lot of vehicle customization options as well. It's nice to see just how drastic the difference can be between getting a random car and bringing it to the mechanic. You're also playing as a gang leader, so naturally you can customize your gang, cars, etc., etc. The selection of weapons are just outstanding, and I'm just going to start listing them now. You have the Annihilator RPG, blowing shit to absolute shit. The AS-14 Hammer, a fully automatic shotgun with a high rate of fire. A chainsaw, yes, a chainsaw. A flamethrower for good measure. Just in case you didn't have a flamethrower. A minigun. Assault rifles, submachine guns, pistols, you name it. They even have a foam finger called the Pimp Slap that sends whoever the fuck flying. It looks hilarious, but if you combine the Milk Bones cheat and zero gravity, the result can be shocking. And then we have the city of Stillwater, the city you're in and where the story takes place. There are some pretty good open world sandbox cities, but this one has to be one of my favorites. It's so full of life and isn't just people walking on the sidewalk like a lot of other games, and unfortunately later installments of the series. By this I mean of course Saints Row 3 and 4, an entirely different vibe from this game and maybe another video for another day. Please leave a comment if you'd like to see that. Going back to the city, it's just very carefully crafted and NPCs aren't boring. You can find old people, college students, streakers, all sorts of shenanigans to be had, especially if you're using cheats. You can have them fall from the sky or just try to kill each other. The fun truly never ends. Maybe you even want to shrink them all. You can do that. Hell, you can even shrink yourself. You can even grow yourself. Shrink everyone, get the pimp slap hand, turn off gravity, turn on milk bones, and see a slapping you couldn't even fathom. Anyways, there's an airport, a mall, nuclear plant. You won't get bored of this map, take it from me. I've been playing this game for over 15 years. Stillwater feels like home. I also love how well structured the story is, but I'll get more into that much later. For now, I'll just say, I appreciate the contrast between the three rival gang leaders. You have the Brotherhood, some tattooed and pierced boots. The Ronin, the American branch of the Yakuza. They use samurai swords, hello. And the Sons of Samedi, a gang of reggae fans that follow a spooky voodoo man.
Where am I?
You are sitting with your betters, my friend. I wanted to see the face of the individual who had caused me so much trouble. So far, I find the experience to be underwhelming.
Who the fuck are you?
This game is also loaded with cheats. In my opinion, they make the game a lot more fun. You can just render yourself completely invincible at the small price of having autosaves turned off. Never die, unlimited ammo and clip, Super Saints. Remember, this game is all about the fun factor. If you're looking for a challenging game, go play Super Meat Boy, I don't know.
God damn it! I was right fucking there!
Lastly, the soundtrack. Whew. As much as I'd love to give you the genre by genre rundown of my favorite songs in this game, you just gotta hear it for yourself. Definitely some great music in there. There's definitely a lot more to be appreciated about this game, but I think this will do it justice. This game notoriously got compared to the GTA series because of its many similarities. Some would even say it's a GTA ripoff or clone, and that's what kept them away from it. But as someone playing again in 2023, I'd say it definitely did its own thing. Sure, you can steal cars in both games, but can you zero gravity, super strength, pimp slap someone in GTA? Didn't think so. This is the second game out of the 4, and I'd say the best one. I'd imagine because of the next gen of hardware, the game lost a lot of its retro magic, causing Saints Row 3 to catch a lot of Saints Row fans off guard. That's not to say 3 and 4 are awful games, but I don't think we'll ever get something like this one again. It's definitely fair to say the game is at least close to a GTA game, but its overall style and tone is very unique. The graphics are not great. The ragdoll physics are cool, but you got some real creatures walking around here. Not very pretty folks or player models. They all have this sort of expression on their faces, and there isn't very much variation to them. Buildings are kind of blocky and cheap looking, especially from far away. Interiors can sometimes come off as lazy or just thrown together. That's not to say they're all bad. Some of them look pretty good. When people die, they just kind of turn into ragdolls and drop this blood puddle animation. There are no gunshot wounds if they're shot, and their appearance isn't really altered in any way. Cars have that classic, I'm smoking, okay, I'm on fire, I'm about to explode thing that GTA has. Like I said, the graphics are definitely nothing to write home about. The sound quality is pretty good mostly. Your character will yell some shit out whenever killing someone, and
they weren't here.
Pedestrians can say some pretty funny stuff most of the time. The voice acting is excellent. Your voice options for your character are all crisp and good. Shondi, Johnny Gat, Pierce.
Getting round with my head down. Woo, this is the part right here, baby. Over you. See, I'm so sick of love songs, so savages.
Heads up, Pierce. Come on.
Sorry, girl. No self-respecting brother plays hacky sack.
All distinctive voice actors for their roles, along with many others.
You gotta be kidding me. Does it look like I'm joking?
The guns sound crisp. Pistols have a satisfying loud pop to them. Not so bad graphics and sound quality wise. Now the story is definitely the icing on the cake in this game. It picks up directly after the events of the first game as you awaken from a 5-year coma via yacht explosion. Upon awakening, you find that the city you once owned has been taken over by 3 new crime syndicates and a corrupt corporation, Ultor. Story missions can only be started if you have enough respect. The best way to gain respect is by doing activities, and this game has to have some of the most fun activities you'll ever play. You have Fuzz, a cops parody in which you play a corrupt cop for footage. Your homie is actually a cameraman that is obsessed with ratings, and sometimes he'll give you a specific weapon he wants footage of you using.
First rule of TV, every third act needs a minigun.
There's Septic Avenger, an activity where a revolutionary mime has you splatter poop all over people and buildings to devalue them.
This university was built not on principles, but on lies.
Definitely some poetic justice there. And of course we have Fight. Actually, I don't know if I can talk about that one. I'd recommend doing the story one gang at a time for keeping track's sake. A good order is the Brotherhood, the Ronin, and then the Sons of Samedi. I'll break each gang down now. The Brotherhood are Stillwater natives, long victimized by gang warfare and police corruption. Instead of money laundering and blackmail, the Brotherhood simply drive up to a store in a large truck and take what they want. If anyone gets in their way, they will kill them. They're led by Marrow, a tall and muscular tattooed man. Their gang color is red and their symbol is a red wolf. The gang is formed from the outcasts and dredge of Stillwater's slums. They all have piercings and tattoos to identify each other and to intimidate their enemies.
When you check the trunk, just remember you should have offered me something better than 20%.
Mr. Vogel, I'm not sure I'm adequately conveying Mr. Marrow's size.
Get him out of here. Or send him in. Wow. Thanks, Jamie. You must be Mr. Marrow.
I've heard about the connections Altor has. You're gonna get my boys out of jail and help me destroy the Saints.
Your bargaining posture needs some work.
Let's try this again. You wanna help me destroy the Saints.
And Ultor would love to be of service.
Any last words?
Go to hell.
Sorry, didn't catch that.
The Ronin, led by Shogo Akuji, control the gambling and prostitution rackets of Stillwater, and their color is yellow. With their symbol being a dragon, Shogo Akuji is the son of Kazuo Akuji, head of the Ronin's international affairs. His constant disappointment in his son is a crucial element of the Saints' relationship to the Ronin and their dealings.
Mr. Akuji, your son and I negotiated a very reasonable contract.
My son's an idiot, Mr. Vogel. I had no idea how far my shame could extend.
Don't worry, Father. I'll fix this.
No, you won't, Shogo. You'll continue to disappoint me.
Every member carries a samurai sword and are drawn to flashy bikes and deeply held traditions and respectable honor. The Ronin do not initially care about the revival of the infamous 3rd Street Saints until they show their passion to regain the city of Stillwater and eliminate every gang who comes in their way. When truly challenged, the Ronin have no problem with bringing the drama to rival turf, initially planning on entering the Saints' turf. The plan is soiled by the leader of the 3rd Street Saints. One of the lieutenants, Junichi, takes the fight into personal matters and attempted to kill both the Saints' leader and Johnny Gat. The plan ends with the near-fatal injury of Gat and the death of his longtime girlfriend, Aisha.
Ish, you home?
Get out of the way!
The Saints leader takes the life of Junichi after receiving an anonymous tip from Shogo. With the death of one of the most important members of the gang, Shogo further loses his father's respect.
Nothing's stopping me from taking back what's mine. I didn't kill her!
You ordered it.
Kill me, but don't do this! Kill me, damn it! Don't do this!
Did you really think you could match my skill?
No. I'm gonna cheat. Your son never should have fucked with my friends.
And then we have the Sons of Samdi. The Sons of Samdi are a drug cartel who had already cornered the Caribbean drug underworld and branched out to Stillwater after the fall of Los Cornales drug rule. Influenced by voodoo and a history of military corruption in Haiti, the Sons of Samdi have developed a potent combination of spiritualism and fearlessness. The gang is primarily made out of Stillwater University dropouts and defected members of Haitian guerrilla groups. Gang members are attracted to the gang out of respect for their methods, a desire for easy income from their drug trade, and through coercion. Their primary source of income is a designer drug called Loadust, which is the drug of choice for many college students attending the local Stillwater University. The Colombian cartel behind the Carnales proved unable to compete with Loadust and lost most of their base. The Sons of Samdi come into conflict with the 3rd Street Saints when your guy declares it is time to challenge their control over Stillwater's lucrative, fluid, and extremely profitable drug market.
It's beautiful.
And expensive. more money will come. You had best be right. Between the farm and this fire, we cannot afford to have anything go wrong with our next shipment.
They are very ruthless and violent, using mutilation and murder as a punishment for failure and betrayal.
This, my friend.
Members proudly display green when in the streets, openly proving and showing their membership, willing to risk getting killed in order to represent the flag they love. Although they focus more on dealing and trafficking than everyday block warfare, the Sons of Samedi are still extremely formidable in war. Never shy to launch massive-scale preemptive attacks or retaliate. When it comes to gangbanging, the Sons of Samedi are true get-downers. In melee fights, they use a capoeira-like combat style and a machete.
This fight is far from over. You think that will stop me?
For fuck's sake, die!
All formidable foes that make for a very interesting story that, once defeated, take you all the way up to Ultor, the corrupt corporation responsible for all of this. Ultor's trademark logo is a stylized side view of a continuous mining machine blade, colored orange, which is present at numerous locations around Stillwater. In Saints Row, Ultor Unlimited is a major clothing company with the naming rights to the Ultor Dome. Over the course of 5 years between then and Saints Row 2, they diversify into other industries and become the most influential corporation in the city. In addition to clothing, their business interests include real estate development, power utilities, cell phones, pharmaceuticals, packaged foods, casinos, weapons manufacturing at the Pyramid, and radio stations. Much of this growth is spearheaded by Dane Vogel, a highly ambitious and ruthless young executive who works as Ultor's director of special projects. Of particular interest to Vogel is the redevelopment of Saints Row District. Ultor spends $383,781,187 to change the impoverished sector into a modern city, sprawling with glass towers and luxurious hotels. The Saints Row Church is turned from the 3rd Street Saints hideout into the Stillwater Memorial Church, an upscale tourist trap which serves as a symbol against all gangs and corruption in Stillwater. In the same district, Ultor constructs the Phillips Building to serve as its new headquarters. After surviving assassination attempts by the Ultor Masako, the Saints wage war on Ultor and destroy their prized top-secret laboratory, the Pyramid.
You think you can handle this much rock? You better hope so.
When Ultor's board of directors threaten to fire Vogel, he successfully manipulates the Saints into killing the entire board during a corporate yacht party, after which Vogel becomes Ultor's chairman.
Promoted, Mr. Vogel?
I'm about to be.
The Saints hijack a military attack helicopter to assault and infiltrate the Phillips Building.
I need a gangster, bitch.
And Vogel is killed by your character.
Alright, let's not be too hasty here. You're upset, you're frustrated, and you've got a gun, which, you know, I'd really like it if you would put that away.
You should have thought of that before you sent a team to wipe out my gang.
I tried telling the board that going after the Saints was a big mistake.
They should have listened to you.
Believe me, right now I am agreeing with you 100%, but you have to look at the positives. You're alive, they're dead, and you have the Saints' #1 fan running Ultor.
In my personal opinion, this game is a top 10 for sure. I can go on and on about why I enjoy it so much, and it has brought me a lot of hilarious memories over the years. Nothing like loading up Saints Row 2 and immersing yourself in this beautiful city Volition has given us. If I could thank their entire team, I would, for making such a phenomenal crime sim. Even after you beat the game, you can explore parts of the city you haven't seen, make people fight each other, and take a UFO up to the Ultor building to grab whoever's at the desk and have your own little fun times.
For reals?
There's tons of mini games and diversions. There's even an in-game video game called Zombie Uprising that's actually pretty fun. Talk about meta. You also get a zombie mask if you complete it, and it's very stylish.
Keep up the good work.
This game should be a part of everyone's collection, no matter who you are, so we can all see the root of every real problem: greedy corporations. This game is an absolute classic, but with some minor graphical errors and crashes, plus a lot of the missions just have you standing around and waiting. Not crazy about that. I'd still put this game at a 9.5 out of 10. Pure dumb fun, doesn't take itself very seriously, and the story will have you at the edge of your seat. Well, 5 pages later, that should do it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe for more video game stuff like this. Take care.